A simple cup of coffee can involve farmers, shipping companies, banks, factories, apps, and local workers. That is modern capitalism. It is the system behind how things get made, sold, priced, and delivered in everyday life. And once you understand the system, a lot of the modern world starts to make more sense. Modern capitalism is not just about big companies. It shapes how most people work, how businesses grow, how prices move, and how products travel across the world. At its core, it is a system built on ownership, markets, work, money, and global connection. So in this video, we'll break modern capitalism into 6 simple parts. And by the end, you'll see how those parts work together to run everyday life. Modern capitalism is a system where people and businesses own things, try to earn profits, compete with each other, use prices as signals, rely on workers and firms, and expand through money, credit, and global trade. No single person controls the whole system. It runs through millions of decisions made every day. The first part is ownership. In modern capitalism, people and businesses can own property. That can mean land, a store, a machine, a patent, or even a brand name. Ownership matters because it creates security. If people believe what they build can be kept, improved, or sold, they are more willing to invest time and money into it. That is what makes long-term business growth possible. The second part is profit and competition. Most businesses are trying to earn more than they spend. That profit is what keeps them going. It gives them a reason to take risks, hire workers, and expand. But they are not alone. Other businesses want the same customers, so they compete. That competition pushes companies to improve products, lower costs, and move faster. When businesses fail to adapt, they often lose customers. So profit gives the motivation. Competition creates the pressure. The third part is the price system. Prices are not just numbers. They are signals. When demand rises, prices often rise too. That tells businesses there is money to be made. So they try to produce more. When demand falls, prices usually fall. That tells businesses to slow down or shift resources somewhere else. This is one of the key features of capitalism. Resources move based on price signals, not one central plan. The fourth part is the relationship between firms and workers. Most people do not produce everything on their own. They work inside firms. A firm provides the building, tools, systems, and organization. Workers provide time, effort, and skill. In return, workers get wages. The business sells the final product or service. This setup allows large-scale production. It is why complex things can be made efficiently. Airplanes, smartphones, fast food, streaming platforms. All of them depend on organized teams inside firms. The fifth part is money and credit. Modern capitalism does not run on cash alone. It runs on borrowing too. Banks lend money to households and businesses. That allows people to buy homes, start companies, and expand faster than they could with savings alone. A business does not always wait 10 years to save enough money for a new location. It can borrow now and grow sooner. That speeds up the entire system. Credit makes expansion possible. but it also creates risk when debt grows too fast. The sixth part is globalization. Modern capitalism is deeply connected across borders. A product sold in the United States may be designed in one country, built with parts from several others, assembled somewhere else, and shipped through multiple ports before it reaches a store. This can lower costs. It can also make products more available, but it creates dependence. If one factory shuts down far away, shortages can appear at home. That is why a local shelf can be affected by events on the other side of the world. When you put all 6 parts together, you get a system that is decentralized but highly connected. Ownership encourages investment. Profit creates motivation. Competition creates pressure. Prices guide decisions. Firms organize work. Credit speeds growth. Global trade expands the whole network. That is why modern capitalism can produce huge abundance without one master planner. But it can also create inequality, instability, and global ripple effects when one part of the system breaks. Most modern countries do not run pure capitalism. They use a mixed system. Markets do most of the daily work. But governments still set rules, build public systems, and step in when markets fail or leave too many people behind. Modern capitalism works because millions of people make separate choices that connect through ownership, prices, work, money, and trade. That is what makes the system powerful. And that is also what makes it complicated. This is Simplexplain, complex ideas simply explained.